One word that brings me the most joy in soccer, I think, is winning. My first memories were mainly whenever I got moved to Germany. My dad was stationed in Kaiserslautern, Ramstein Air Base. We actually pulled up to the house that we were moving into, and we lived right next to an elementary school. Obviously, I didn't want to help unpack, so I got out of the car, I ran across to the school where I saw kids and they were kicking a ball. It was like the first time I actually saw soccer or had any experience with it. Like, I didn't know it was a sport until I moved there. And I just thought it was a ball. I knew like baseball, I knew football, so I was like, oh my God, they're kicking a huge baseball. That must hurt their feet. So I went back to the car, grabbed like a softball we had, started kicking it against the wall, and they were just looking at me like, what is this kid doing? I played American football. When I moved to Germany is when I only played soccer because they didn't have American football for my age. And then we moved back to America and Texas, you know, football country, and I started playing both. I think around 11 years old, I told my mom, I don't know which one to choose. I love football 99.8%. And she's like, well, what about soccer? I'm like 99.9. And she's like, well, I guess you have your decision. So I just stuck with it. I made my decision to move to Germany off the advice that was given to me. If you have an A plan, don't have a B plan because you won't invest everything you have and give everything you have to accomplish your A. When I had college or pro, you know, on the table, in my head, I already knew I wanted to go pro. That was my dream. That's what I always wanted to do. B would have been the safer route to do maybe and more secure and with a net behind you, but I chose my decision off literally those words. I'm so head driven, so like when I set a goal, that's what I want to do, and it's turned out pretty good for me so far. I went out and watched the training. I'm seeing like them playing like keep away and rondos, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, this is way different than what I'm used to, you know, being in Germany. And Schalke, like, it's a great top club in Germany, but like these are players that you play with on FIFA. These are players that are known around the world no matter where you go. So for me, I just went and I was like, I guess this is the new standard. This is what I have to accept, and this is what I have to do, and I have to show why I fit in. The biggest challenge I face is not even like moving teams or stuff like that. I think for me it's just like injuries. I'm not someone that gets a lot of like small knock injuries. Like when I get injured, it's normally a big injury. Like I'll dislocate a shoulder or I'll tear a meniscus, break toes. Like that recovery process is just so mentally draining. My doctors have to talk to me and just say like, look, this is what it is and this is the time frame and this is the plan. You just gotta work through it. I think my goals and also our team's goal is just the same as everyone else's. We want to go there with the intention to win. We don't expect anything less of a mindset. Many people may say it's far-fetched, but this is time where we're growing, things are changing, and in a tournament like that, anything can happen. We're just going in there with the confidence, the swag that we have, and our personalities and the chemistry we have together to try and win it all and beat everyone that stands in the way. Hey, this is Weston McKennie, and this is SOCCER.COM.
Yeah, so you can get rid of that.
Ma che cazzo ridi?